Hello everyone, it's Ink here, and we're back with Star Trek Armada 3 and a desperate chase to not die horribly. So it's pretty clear where the Borg are destined. So we're going to keep withdrawing, I think. If they keep burning their abilities, which is actually fine by me. Get them on some cooldowns. And the other thing is, I'm just not sure if we actually do have enough firepower to take on... 4 capital ships. All of them pretty heavily leveled up. We may actually just need to abandon Mercury, which kind of sucks, but I'm not sure we have the ability to handle it right now. So, yes. In the meantime, I'm going to get some Constellation class, which are repair ships, which I think we're going to need, to be honest. We're just going to queue up a little fleet of those. Yeah, just look at all of that stuff. I mean, this is a sizable fleet. Yeah, as I expected. Alright, you only live once. Let's see what we can do to try and hold this location. I'm not really holding my breath. We just do not really have enough going on. We have, as I said, a fair number of ships, and we need to take on the Borg at some point. And we do also have our Dreadnought, so fingers crossed that that'll help things out. I mean, it's not the biggest and toughest thing out there. Certainly not compared to Borg ships, but it's still pretty nice. So, what can we do? Absorb incoming weapons fire, and use it to boost shields and weapons. Gemini Assault. Okay, so that's a duplication thing. Temporal Shockwave. Interesting. That could be very helpful, actually, being able to completely freeze an entire area for 35 seconds. But for the moment, we really need to make sure that it's not going to die on us. So I'm going to go ahead and just get some stat buffs. So, Dreadnoughts are a little different from other ships and the other capital ships in that they get 2 skill points per level, and they also have the ability to pick stat buffs as a level up. But yeah, you can see that this cube is actually dying pretty quickly compared to previous engagements we've dealt with. And we're also taking a fair amount of damage. I think we may want to pull back, in fact. About to lose the Enterprise. Yeah, we don't have enough firepower to deal with this. Alright, that's that.
We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Okay, just break and flee. Break and flee. Get everything out of there. We've lost 2 capital ships. 3 capital ships. We're losing far too many ships. Yeah. Oh boy. I guess we'll just have to see how much we can actually get out of here. Because this will be awkward. Alright, so we got at least some ships out. I'm not sure if the Defiant's gonna survive. Maybe. 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 No. Oh boy. Yep, I don't think the Dauntless is gonna survive either. very, very dead. Oh, Jesus. Well, we had a nice fleet. Once upon a time. Okay. Alright, yeah, we just need to pull back. And Mercury is dead loss. Unfortunately.
Resistance is futile.
Oh boy, and they pursued us. Okay, what do we actually still have? We have the Polaris, we have Voyager. That's it in terms of our capitals. Alright, we better resummon in. This is actually a problem. Losing most of our capital ships has screwed our search, so we're going to need to summon in some stuff. So, summon in the Defiant, which gets us... Actually, I'm not sure the Defiant counts, which is awkward. Okay. Yeah, they only left a couple of ships here, but we don't have enough. We just don't have enough to be able to handle that. And even if we did, they'd probably just turn around and we'd die again horribly. So no. Good news is that the Iowa will at least be in a position to help deal with these pirates. Our little massive constellations, which they're kind of squishy, but the main thing is, hey look, we heal your shields and hull, which we're gonna need. But this has been a very costly episode, and I disapprove. Okay, we are going to need some logistical development. We need to counter all of the stuff we lost there. We need some strategic fortifications, some tactical development. We need everything. I'm gonna get a capital shipyard, which we can just drop there. One less thing to deal with.
Yes, prepare to launch quantum torpedoes on my mark.
Let's just grab Favour the Bold for the Defiant. There's not enough of a fleet left, so just need to make sure that it's actually killing stuff. Also have our colony ship, which we need to follow up on our original plan of dropping a outpost, which we're going to do here, I think. Actually, no, let's move it a little bit. Let's go there. Okay, yeah, then we've got a lot of,
Red alert. Enemy vessels engaged.
we have a lot of pirate ships coming in, more than I've seen in a while, actually, so let's see what happens with that. But the good news is that the Iowa has got into range and is opening fire with all of its phasers, which it has a lot of. I'm not actually familiar with the design for the Polaris class. I'm not sure where it sources from. I'll have to look that up. But that's the most important thing, is that it's killing these Nausicans in double quick time. And we have our capital shipyard almost done. And we have more than enough resources to start building up some replacements, so let's go ahead and get our Galaxy, our Ambassador. We were looking at getting 2 Phoenix last time. And then our last one is going to be the Enterprise, when we actually get enough capital ships out to re-unlock it. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's dealt with. The Orions actually stole one of our constellations. That's annoying. I disapprove. So, yeah. Somehow Mercury's still not died. Yeah, very slow at bombarding, but whatever. So, I guess in the next episode, we are going to be trying to recover. Again. And feel rather salty about the fact that this game was going way better in the original recording. least that'll just teach me to set up my my recording software properly, so oh well. Alrighty, well, the Iowa is at least killing things, so could be worse. And we do have a fair number of ships, including our first galaxy. So let's go ahead and get Photon Torpedo volley and tell it to murder things. Alright, yeah, and that has actually helped to boost our research level back up, so let's see. Yes, we can in fact afford another capital ship on top, so I've got all of this queued up. Let's wait for those to finish up. Hopefully when that's all done, we can actually look at replacing our Sovereign. Or indeed look at getting something else. We've got some more research which we could be doing. But in the meantime, we have a bunch of resources, so let's see, we lost most of our constellations, so let's queue up some of those. And I think it might be worth getting some more Intrepids, just because their armor debuff is going to be a big deal against all those heavy Borg cruisers. So that's 20 more ships incoming. And the Iowa is not quite ready to level up, which is unfortunate, because you can't actually pay to level up dreadnoughts, which I mean, kind of makes sense. They're big, they're scary. If you could just pay credits to buy power with them, then that would be pretty ludicrous. That's the parts dealt with. That Borg obelisk is going hell no. And we have our starbase under construction, so that is actually something which we can do. So let's get some more weapons on the way. Oh, how's everything else looking? Borg are attacking here again. They're pushing hard, actually. Fortunately, that cube is almost dead.
Status report.
Yeah, we may end up needing to drop a starbase here, just because the AI doesn't tend to put them in uninhabited locations. They just use them to defend stuff that they own. So I guess we'll see where that goes. In the meantime, okay, so they did take out Mercury, but for whatever reason, okay, so yeah, the Dominion are actually going over there to try and take Mercury, which I feel like I should complain about, but honestly, I have enough on my plate, so whatever. In the meantime, we were going to look at getting some new capital ships, or new capital ship designs. So we've got the Nebula there. Let's go ahead and get one of those. The Nebula class, shield disruptor, point defense system, Apex warp core, and Gemini effect. That's not actually going to be super helpful. The shield disruptor is not going to be completely useless against the Borg. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the research for the Prometheus,
Station complete.
and then we might look at getting the research for the Typhon class, which I've never actually used.
Enemy vessels detected.
But it has the secondary effect of unlocking a whole new set of strikecraft, which could be useful, so we'll see what happens with that. In the meantime, what are the Borg doing? They have their cube over there. There's a bunch of ships just wandering around. Our economy is actually healthy enough that we've managed to recoup most of our losses in pretty short order. I'm pretty impressed. Alright, and yeah, let's get the Typhon class. Shuttle bay expansion, rapid launch protocol, fortress mode, and point defense system. Yeah, I think that will probably set us in pretty good stead. In the meantime... Wait, did I actually tell that to build? No, I didn't. There we go. Okay, so that's our lost capital ship queued up, and then we can spend the rest of our resources on defenses, which we're probably going to need eventually. For right now... I mean, the funny thing is, we don't actually need to control Mercury. If the Dominion take it, then that's fine, because I own all of these mineral stations, and that's kind of the main thing that I was worried about. And the thing is, we won't be able to drop down the refineries that we were thinking about, but considering the difficulty that we're having in actually defending the place, that might not necessarily be a bad thing. Oh god, what are these damned pirates doing now? Are they targeting me again? They really are. Could you not? It's just rude. Alright, well, so this episode went pretty horribly, but it could have also gone a lot worse. We've got our fleet mostly back in order, we've helped to modernize it a fair amount, and in the next episode, we're going to try and... I'm not sure what we're going to do. We're going to try and push out again, I think. And be a little more careful and don't take on 2 cubes in their support fleet at once. So yeah, till next time, stay safe.